Hey folks, well, we're back, and gotta say, sometimes, lucky enough to get involved with some builds. I wasn't thinking that I was going to get involved in this one at all, and wasn't even looking to get involved with it. However, I got a call from from the mothership, Factory 5, and they needed some help, and pretty honored for them to call and ask to help with a special truck. So yeah, of course I said yes. So wasn't sure exactly what I was going to get into, but let me turn this around. You kind of see from the YouTube channel preview of another XTF in my driveway. So let me turn this around, and we can give you the little details on it, so stand by. Okay, well, there's the two trucks, just like you saw on the YouTube banner there. So that's my truck, and you can see the difference right away. We'll get to whose truck this is in a second, but you can see the difference. These are exactly the same kit, so they're both stage 2 kits, roughly built, I don't know, about maybe 6 months apart. The only difference is I've got drop front spindles and I've slammed the truck down, but basically I could make my truck this high and remove the front valance, and then I'm pretty much into this truck. The only other detail on this truck is that this is a full carbon fiber truck. So let me see if I can't get in close here. So it's wrapped, but the components are all carbon fiber, and we got a little carbon fiber detail there. Of course, the cab itself is wrapped, but again, the rear is all carbon fiber, and you can kind of see the suspension down in there. Same suspension as mine. Yep, not much different. They're running 17-inch rims. These are the spec rims right out of the Factory 5 manual. Mickey Thompson's. They run incredibly quiet going down the road, and this truck rides smooth. Doesn't have sway bars like mine in the rear, or the 3-link. So this is really meant to go get it in the trail. And sorry, I may have done a little off-road in it, just deciding, hey, down south here we got fields on either side of the road, and just going down a road and looking out there, and it looked like, not an occupied, paddy or marsh or whatever, and may have just taken a little excursion, but handled the off-road quite well. Anyway, the whole front of the truck is also carbon fiber, as well as the hood. You can see right here there's more carbon fiber, a nice little detail where this carbon fiber comes together right here, and then here's the carbon fiber. So it's completely wrapped, but there's little highlights of the carbon fiber kind of everywhere. So whose truck is it? Well, if you look real close, there's a 22 and a gentleman there standing with a race car steering wheel. And if you haven't put it together, this is Joey Logano's truck. It's sitting in my house, my driveway, which is very cool. So hopefully Mr. Joey Logano will be happy with the results on this. But so what was wrong with the truck? Well, there really wasn't anything wrong with it per se. Just needed to do a little tune-up on it. So got together with OZ Tuning and Mr. Ken Osborne, and he hooked me up with a tune, and I think we got this thing rolling now. So it's got an Edelbrock Supercharger on it, and Ken, with the way he approaches the tuning, is pretty remarkable. You can't tell that there's a tune on this truck at all until you push on the loud pedal. He went through methodically with the tune and diagnostics, and on the dyno that I normally use, the mainline dyno, hub dyno, and we were able to determine that the transmission was not too happy. This is a known failure point on the 18s. There's an updated anodized basket, and this had that failure in it, which was causing a significant amount of power loss. So it didn't seem as snappy as it should. So we pulled the transmission, and locally I've got T&E transmissions here. James Ellett, family-owned business. I think it's like 3 generations in there. Bang-up job. Put all the Go Fast parts in it. Matter of fact, it's almost the same recipe that I got from RSA Solutions on my truck. I'm not sure we used all the same components, but pretty similar, I believe. Other than that, let's see, what else did we do? Oh, and then Ken was able to see in the dyno that potentially we had a exhaust restriction, and sure enough, I pulled the catted downpipe out and stock out of the truck. And again, this is 18 low miles, and the cats were probably about 50% clogged. So we went ahead and put some I don't know it's GESI or Jesse high flow cats, much like what's on my truck, and I think it's the GT500 Supercharger. They get them as well. Change that out, and yep. So let me turn this around. So we changed out the Y pipe. I think it's SPC makes it, I think, is the company. Basically weld up I don't know if you can even see them in there, but it's still got the stock manifolds. Oh, probably can't see them in there. But so we dropped about a pound of boost, which means the engine is breathing way better, and this thing flat out gets it. So it'll bark the tires, making the 1-2 shift in 4-wheel drive. So let me open up the hood so you can see the business end. Stand by. Okay, so there's the Edelbrock Supercharger, Edelbrock. Yeah, pretty basic install. Looks pretty OE, I guess, other than the big red Edelbrock right there. It runs good. Running a 6-rib belt. No issues. Looks just like my truck, other than I've got turbos and this one doesn't. And it drives quite well. You can see the launch video here in 1 second. Four-wheel drive, 4 high, we're on the highway, asphalt from a stock. Getting with the business right there, folks. Okay, well, so that's Joey's truck. It's I believe it's a platinum truck. It's got the sunroof and everything. Mine's just an XLT. His truck had around 37,000 miles on it when modded, and then mine had, they're both 18s. Mine had 132,000 on it, and I'm about 150. I've just turned 25,000 miles on it in, I don't know. Well, I guess this month would be 2 years. Just over 2 years. I got it basically, or we're less than 40 days. No, I guess this is about 2, because I built the truck in 40 days. So we're about 2 years in and 25,000 miles on it. Still drives great, super smooth. I'll tell you though, where is it? These 37s, I feel like a weather person. Yeah, right here. Okay. Yep. So yeah, so these 37s, there you go. They definitely soak up the road a little bit better. And Ken's tune, I can't tell you how smooth that truck is. And he is in the middle of retuning this truck with the same deal on this. DBR's tune is awesome as well, but just a little extra touch, I think, on the XTF. We'll see how that compares, but shout out to Ken. This thing is awesome. Mr. Joey, I think you're gonna enjoy this truck even more. It's just so tame until you really romp on the gas, and then you just, obviously I don't need to tell you, but it definitely gets with the business. So anyway, I do have some other stuff in the garage. I'm gonna just do a quick pass. We're not gonna talk about it in this video. You'll have to come in next. So let's go back into the garage. Stand by. Well, I'll just turn you around. You can walk with me. All right, so we got the Mark 5. Demoted it. Mark 5 sitting there under wraps. I'll have a surprise on that. And then we've got this guy. I've got a new motor here. Old new motor. Refreshing this up, and I'm just gonna say, and I'm gonna do another video on this. First time doing an engine build ish, I guess. I'll get you the details on what happened with this, but this is initially the stock replacement XTF truck that came out of my truck, or engine that came out of my truck, and I heard it. But we've got a new project coming, I believe, next year, and I'm in the planning stages now. So I'm gonna probably next weekend you'll see a video on that. And there is Mr. Joey's Y pipe out of the 2018, and those cats were definitely not so good. Anyway, let me turn that around, and then we still got the coupe back there. I haven't run it yet for a bit because we got some upgrades for that. So I've got a lot going on, and I'm still working at my new job. I got a test flight even just coming up on Wednesday. So kind of running around ragged. Weather's beautiful out here, and or down here, I guess, Alabama. It's still pretty warm in the 90s. So I'm going to get back to this motor that I'm working on, and I did get on top of that, I've got some new parts coming for the XTF. Thanks Factory 5, getting those today, in fact. So the truck may not look like this much longer, so you'll have to tune in for that, but it's getting a makeover as well. It's been around for 2 years in this condition, and can't leave well enough alone, so might as well change it. It's nothing going to be done to the performance unless Ken and I decide to turn up the boost again. But it definitely won't. It's going to look similar, but not the same. Anyway, I guess that's what similar means. Anyway, I'm rambling on, so take care, and we'll see you next time.